Will you play the Black Knight?
Welcome to the GRC's latest pin feature. Today we have a 1980 Black Knight, which was designed by Steve Ritchie, who also, Steve, I hope you're watching, I really do. You designed my favorite pin, Star Trek Next Gen and the latest one, but the latest is my favorite, so thank you. Mike will be here in a bit to show you the gameplay, because when I tried to play, it was horrible. You guys don't even want to see it. Ray will be here in a bit too, but let's get to the rules first. So as per usual, we like to start with the skill shot, but this game technically doesn't really have any. But what you can do is at the plunge, hold your right upper flipper to capture the ball and control it so you can lock the ball with your left flipper. So repeat that until you get multi-ball. Also, if you lock a ball in your upper playfield, that will let your multi-ball release in the lower playfield. Now that will give you 2-ball multi for 2 times playfield or 3-ball multi for 3 times playfield. Next we have the drop targets. So hitting a target will actually start a timer, which you can see with the audio and visuals. They'll get faster and faster and faster until it resets. Now hitting all 3 targets in a bank will light their corresponding magna save. Left for left, right for right. Now that's pretty interesting. Black Knight was the first pin to offer this feature, where they give you an extra set of flipper buttons so you control this magnet underneath of the playfield. That you can save your ball, but you have to time it correctly. Now there are 3 indicator lights in front of your targets to tell you how many sets you've collected. Collecting all 6 sets of upper or lower targets will light your extra ball, which is located up at the top of the spinner shot or at the horseshoe. Collecting all 6 sets of upper and lower targets will light special. The horseshoe will also advance your bonus multiplier. The right in lane will light the spinner, and the left in lane will give you a mystery score at the inner right ramp. Now, if it's your last ball and you have any balls locked, that will light your out lanes for a last chance ball save. And if you are in multiplayer mode and you win, the game will also give you a bonus time multi-ball, which is pretty much just 20 seconds of it shooting balls at you to try and gain as many points as possible before you're dead. It also has a bell in it, which is activated by extra ball, free game, bonus time winner, and high score, so that's pretty neat too. Now, even though this game really kicked my butt, it's still really fun. It's challenging, it's fast-paced, and I think that it's a benchmark for other pins to live up to. Now our next feature is also a Steve Ritchie game. It's going to be this getaway right here next to me. So stay tuned for that, and also keep up to date with us on Facebook. But in the meantime, we have Ray here, and he's going to tell you all the specifics about this particular Black Knight. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mel. I was going to get in it.
I know, I just interrupted you. Thanks, Mel.
Anyway, thanks, Mel. And here's the overview on this Black Knight, and generally what we did to it. After we acquired it for sale is what the deal was. We were finalizing the...
Well, it's a consignment piece that came in. It wasn't really
repaired, and they couldn't sell it the way it was. Is that it? Or
yeah, well, it wasn't really done, and they needed help to get it finished. So,
as I understand.
So what we're selling here is a combination of what they did and what we did.
And we finished it to where it's deserving of what was done to it. New everything in playfield area.
It has a CPR playfield. It has a reproduction backlash. I don't know who made those, but
I don't know yet.
They were Mayfair was
We had a
distributing.
few, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mayfair job. It has all LEDs, which were done before it came in. It has all new plastics, which were done before it came in, with exception of I did the in-lane mod, which included the adjustment mod as well as standing off the aftermarket or the the prototype plastics.
Because you had ball hop at the flippers.
I had I fixed the ball hop at the flippers, and I also stood off the prototype plastics the way the factory would have. I did the scorecards because they didn't fit. He had them taped in there because they were the wrong size and they were just garbage.
Okay.
New legs, levers, and bolts. They were wrong and rusty and ugly and dirty and nasty. Coin door was out in its entirety, taken apart, cleaned, reassembled.
Lockdown bar, receiver assembly.
Yeah, the receiver was out and blasted and painted and cleaned up. The shooter assembly was out and cleaned up and polished and reassembled. I had the side rails off. I refinished the side rails along with new nails and polished the hardware there.
Okay.
I had the upper playfield off to replace a screw that was missing in the horseshoe under there, and I replaced all of the hardware to the ramps
Well, the
because they were all
horseshoe
stripped.
metal was backwards, I guess.
No, it was missing the upper bolt.
Oh.
The upper screw.
I thought they turned around.
No, it was in the proper direction. It just wasn't bolted down, and because it had no screw at the top and it had no bolt.
But the ball wouldn't go around that, would it?
No, because it wasn't. It was just flopping
Oh, it was
around.
flopping. Oh. Well, that's all what you did. What I did was what you found. I tuned up the hardware and the springs for the flipper return.
Okay.
The hardware that I tuned up was, some of it was wrong and missing under the playfield, and the springs were, well, they were.
We had all 4 drop target assemblies out to adjust what was done there and replaced a number of those springs. The flipper return springs were replaced.
I replaced some of the brackets. Yeah.
In the meantime,
all
the
those
rest
out.
of the flipper components are new. They were new when they came in.
I think you had me pull all those out.
Yeah, it does have new drop target stickers.
The lock area mod I did. I took out their manual leaf switches
Okay.
and put in the micro switch.
Got the micro switch mod.
Because it didn't work at all up there.
No, it didn't.
It was intermittent.
A spinner decal. You reconditioned the sound card. It had a busted leg on one of the chips.
And the electrolytics were old.
You did the cap
The
job.
headers, yes. And they'd had a, what board was that? Was that a,
It had a Rotten Dog combo board.
that's right, Rotten
that
Dog.
was-
I was thinking Pinball PCB.
that
No, it had a
was-
Rotten Dog combo board, and what happened to them was they mounted the Rotten Dog combo board in over top of the
Mounting plate.
MPU mounting plate, and that shorted the board out, caused all kinds of problems, and I'm not sure what is good or bad about that board. I rebuilt a factory board set, and also the original Rotten Dog combo board, the sounds are not right, and some of them are cut off.
Yeah, well, we don't know if that was because of the board or if that was because the board is damaged.
I don't know.
We
You're
don't-
right, I
we don't know. The
because
board-
I did not have one of the Rotten
We're
Dog combo-
assuming the board is damaged at this point because it had
Right.
too many problems. That went away when we put in your homemade
And then
set.
I corrected some aged,
All of the hardware was wrong in the back.
right.
The glass trim, the metal trim,
They had plastic black for like WPC games. I put the
put the chrome trim on there.
Yeah, stainless chrome. The bridge rectifiers, I corrected hardware and I put the correct ones in to replace the old ones.
Both
which
of
it
those.
ups the power to solenoids and such.
Um,
Lamps. I think I did both.
I spent a few hours with the magic eraser on the cabinet, buffing out scuffs and scratches, and I did a little bit of minor paintwork there.
So this overview will fit into the people looking at the machine to buy.
Yeah, I'm going to put it.
Which is why we're elaborating on this, by the way.
Yes. Well, we elaborated on it before, but now we're giving a condensed version of it because I don't think I want to put up a 3-hour film on it.
No. You can
Well, I'm
put
tempted.
bits of that.
I'm tempted to put it.
You could put highlight bits.
Because if people want to see what's done to a game, there it is. Hours and hours of polishing this, that, and the other thing. to make it a presentable product, which it now is. It's a pretty nice.
Did you correct LEDs at all?
I didn't do I did very little to the
They were
LED
fine.
job. Yeah,
Okay.
they're not what I would use, but I don't.
Acceptable.
But I don't see that they're ghosting, and I don't see anything there that really hurts my eyes as not
Okay.
so good.
All right.
There's your retro bulbs, by the way.
I see.
What else did we do to it? I vacuumed out the inside of the cabinet. That's not. You can't take. I put the mouse plate back on. It wasn't attached.
I don't think I can remember anything else. You put super bands on it, I believe.
Yes, it has super bands on it. Okay. That's all I remember.
Pinballs?
What do
Did you
think?
replace the
I
pinballs?
doubt it. I mean, who knows? I probably buffed them.
Well, that's what that I can remember.
Okay. All that being said,
If you want a nice example of one,
there it
this
is. It's nice. It's not. I wouldn't call it a nice original because it's not.
No.
The CPR playfield blows original out of the water. It's no longer original.
Right.
But it's a nice reproduction example of it. And if you really want to sit down and figure out how long it takes to put a CPR playfield in this thing, those are uncountable hours.
What they did, Jay,
Yeah.
and them.
Yeah, I mean, we have 40 or 50 hours in it. They have 150, 200 hours in it.
Yeah.
So the value's there. And it's going to be reliable now. It's been well gone over and it's tuned up nice and plays real good.
It's a big score, Michael.
Was that good?
Yeah.
Okay. I recorded it. That's already done.
Okay.
So if you're done, say hi to Jay because I'm sure he's going to watch this. And,
Hello, Jay.
And
How's things up there?
And we still love you, man. It's okay. It was his buddy's first try to play field swap. So that being said, you know, he really did have 90% of it right. I was just bitching because it was supposed to be turnkey when it came in here and it wasn't.
Right.
But note
Well, they brought it to the right place because
Yeah.
we care.
But note to people out there that think that they're just going to do a playfield swap and it's going to be easy and they're going to be done in a week or two.
Count your hours. If you think so, you're not counting time right, because it is not an easy thing. One of the easiest ones you ever did was a medieval, though.
Go figure.
I mean, you were done with that.
I did that in 2 days.
The worst one was probably the one that you would think, that shouldn't take much.
What, checkpoint?
Yeah, checkpoint, NFL, Dallas NFL
Yeah.
custom one we did.
Centaur.
Centaur was bad.
Oof.
Centaur was bad. But still, it is not anything to discount. It takes a lot of effort.
It's a lot of work. And it's a lot. There's a lot of parts cost there too.
Yes.
A lot of new parts.
Yeah.
So.
It's like anything else. When you take an old original playfield apart and you put them parts on a new one, you'll find out how much of that was bad. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. It didn't look bad. No, I can't put that on this. That's what happens.
Okay. Well, I've done my best at displaying what this is. As always, your best bet as a buyer is to
Come see it. Play
to
it.
put one foot in front of the other and come down here and see what it is, and we can point at all these items in a way that you can see them to your full
Lift
satisfaction.
playfield up, take that out, look at the back box, the electronics. Yeah, look, feel, touch it.
So, but other than that, I think that's all I need from you, Ray, and I can get this thing to production. And
Don't go in some dimly lit place over in the east there
oh my God!
and take a look at that junk that they're not going to show you.
No, seriously, actually do that. Go there first. Please.
Yeah, we get customers that have
Please.
already went there.
Go there first. But don't say I'll be back if I'm interested, and then come here and see what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
That's all I have on that. Your next job, Ray, is we're going to do the same thing on the Getaway because that's coming to market soon as well. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks.
Will win again.
It's a hard one.
Fight against the great enemy.
That figures.
Fight against the great enemy. Get in there. Fight against the great enemy. Oh, I hit it too early. Helped it through there.
Fight again. The enemy.
I'm not getting that at all. Ah. Please don't get that. Ah!
Fight again. The enemy.
Do that big time.
Fight again. The enemy.
Oh, love it.
Fight again. The green enemy.
Oh, that's it.
One enemy cannot fight the black knight again. You win one fight. I challenge thee again. Will you challenge the black knight again?
Hi, we hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Want to know what's coming next? Go like us on Facebook right now. You can keep up to date with all of us here at the shop and what we've been up to. Thank you for watching.